Well, greetings, friends. A reading today in 1 Samuel chapters 19 to 21. We find this hero named David. He is on the run. Saul has turned against him and he's having to flee for his life. And so today I want to just talk to you a moment about persecution because David is definitely being persecuted. And there's several things I want to bring out. First of all, just because that you're anointed by God does not mean that you're not going to have any trouble and you're not going to be persecuted. In fact, oftentimes when you are anointed by God, you're going to find that persecution. The enemy is going to attack you. He's going to do everything he can to keep you from fulfilling the will of God in your life. And so David has been anointed by God. The Spirit of God is on him, and he is going to be king, the next king, and now he's fleeing for his life. But secondly, we find that oftentimes it comes from people, the persecution comes from people that should be supporting you. Saul was, he was an Israelite and he should have been supporting the next king, the next anointing one. Oftentimes, I heard this saying that oftentimes when the anointing leaves a person, they turn on the anointed. And how true that is in this case. The anointing left Saul and he turned on the anointed of God. And then thirdly, I think it's important for us to know that when God's promises, His plans for our life, they don't come automatic. There usually is a time of waiting, and this is in David's life. I mean, he was anointed king, but it took some time, some pressure, some difficulties for him before he ever became king. And so in 1 Samuel chapters 19 to 21, we see really the beginning of the difficulties that David was having. So I encourage you. God's laid his hand on your life. God's calling you. Just remember this. Just because he's called you doesn't mean you're going to be free from problems. And sometimes those problems are going to come from people close to you. And it may take time for God's will to be fulfilled in your life and for his promises to come true. But just hang in there. It'll come to pass. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.